Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the prelims focus news discussion of 17th of November, guys. So let's see the very first news which was there on 17th November. The first news about Tamil Nadu government has conducted a meeting with government officials, and for this the political parties have criticized governor has been interfering in the state government's functioning because government don't have that much jurisdiction. And for this news, referring to this news, guys, I'll ask you to refer your Lakshmikant book. You'll get the whole analysis that what are the powers of governor, right, and what are the different powers of governor. You should have to go through that because whatever the questions will come from there only, because questions won't come from this news. This is just a reference. This news is just a reference. All right. So government has defended himself by telling that he has conducted this meeting in order to familiarize himself with the administration of that place, and so that in future, whenever in future they'll implement any policies, it will be easier for them to implement that policy, right? And few of the facts were given in that article that also I want to discuss with you, that unlike chief minister, who is the real head of the government of state, governor is just the nominal head. All right, and under Article 16 of the Constitution, government's just duties to communicate to the governor. There's the work of the chief minister is to communicate to the governor all the decision of the council of ministers relating to the administrators and proposals for legislations. Hana, this doesn't mean that governor has the power to conduct meeting with governor officials, and that for the reason being the political parties have criticized that governor of Tamil Nadu. Alright, so that's why this was the news, guys, and the whole thing, as I've already told, you have to read it from the Lakshmikant book, right? Okay, next news is about National Anti-Profiteering Authority. Now, the context of this news is Union Cabinet has basically given their approval for the creation of chairman and technical members in National Anti-Profiteering Authority under GST. Just remember it. It is under the Goods and Services Tax. So it is basically an apex body which will be responsible for applying any anti-profiteering measures in the event of reduction of in the rate of GST on the supply of goods and services. By this sentence what I've spoken right now, I just mean that, say for example, earlier you have went to purchase some goods, right? Earlier they used to charge 15% tax on that good. Now they are charging 5% tax on that good. Alright, means earlier, and if the condition is that earlier you were getting that product for 299 rupees, then since the government has reduced the tax from 15 to 5%, then the retailer must also reduce money from you, right? They must also charge less from you. But if they have charged again the same price what they were charging earlier, then the governor has the National Anti-Profiteering Authority has the power to cancel the registration of that vendor, right? And see, it's not possible that if they have given the product for not for in lesser price to you, then they will again call their customer and give the return the money back, right? It's actually not possible in our country. So basically what they have to do is that they have to give the penalty to consumer welfare fund, in which if in future days the government of India need to apply any consumer welfare measures, then they can take fund from this basket, right? So that's why this was the news. And guys, National Anti-Profiteering Authority will be headed by a senior officer of the level of Secretary of the Government of India, which will be one among you people only in coming days, right? So this was all about this news. Next news is about Umbrella ICDS scheme. See, Umbrella ICDS means Umbrella Integrated Child Development System scheme, right? So under this scheme, basically this was in news because the government of India has approved the continuation of all the sub schemes which were being running under ICDS, right? So these sub schemes are Anganwadi services, scheme for adolescent girls, child protection services, and national creche scheme. Now the word creche means the place where if a working woman is working and she has a child whose age is between 6 months to 6 years, then it is a provision that they have to, they can keep their child to that place, because see, it's not humanly possible to, carry out that children with her in their workplace itself, right? So they, what they do is that they, keep their child in some creche, that if that child require their mother in, any time span, then that she can run fastly to that creche facility wherever her child is kept, and take care of her, or breastfeed her, right? So that's why this creche facilities, I mean, these are the facilities which are the sub schemes of umbrella ICDS. You just have to remember it. That's it. I mean, don't just remember. You just, once you'll go through, then you'll just remember that, okay, yeah. I mean, these are the sub schemes. Okay. Through these all sub schemes, what are the aim and objective of the government? Government was to reduce the level of malnutrition, the anemia, low birth weight babies, all right, and also government wants to ensure the adolescent girls through this adolescent girls scheme, all right, also to provide the children who is in conflict with law, all right, since by this scheme, which is called child protection services, right? So these are kind of aims which government want to secure through these all goals. And if you want to read about integrated child development scheme, then a few facts I've written that it was launched in 1975 in accordance to the national policy for children which were prevailing that time, and the scheme aims at a holistic development of children which are especially under 6 years, right? Because after 6 years it is a responsible of government need to give them free education services at all the government schools, all right, but before 6 years also government has the responsibility. So how government will cover that responsibility? By through these schemes like ICDS, Anganwadi schemes and all, right? Next news is about Sampriti 2017, and the 2017 edition of this military exercise which has been taking place between the army of India and Bangladesh has recently been conducted in Mizoram, and this has basically aimed to strengthen and broaden the aspects of interoperability and cooperation between the two armies, right, of India and Bangladesh. Just remember this Sampriti, because these questions might come in handy, that what Sampriti exercise is being conducted between which two countries, between India and which countries, other country, right? So you might get confused, right? Okay, next is about Global Conference on Cyberspace 2017. This was a news because India is India is becoming the host of this global conference on cyberspace for the very first time, guys. Remember, for the first time India is becoming the host, and the theme of this year is cyber for all, and inclusive, sustainable development, safe and secure cyberspace. And the goal through this global conference is mainly to promote the importance of inclusiveness and human rights in global cyber policy, and also to defend the status quo which the people of the world want to maintain, because people don't want this cyberspace to get hacked by some unwanted elements, right? So they just want to maintain its status quo, that the world cyberspace must be open, interoperable and unregimented cyberspace. And also the third aim of this global conference is to create the political commitment, so that the political powers of all the countries come together for capacity buildings for the initiatives whichever is being required to address these issues of digital device, and also assist other countries, I mean is usually developing and underdeveloped countries, so that their digital divide could also be reduced. All right. So if you guys want to read more about that, like the time frame or whatever, I mean how this conference has been conducted throughout. So it was in 2011 it was conducted in London, in 2012 it was in Budapest, 2013 in Seoul, 2015 in Hague, Netherlands, and this fifth version of this global conference on cyberspace is conducted by India by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Just remember this, right? Which ministry is conducting it, and these key highlights you don't need to remember. These are just bullshits. That's it. Okay. Next is India RAP program. The full form of this, guys, India Road Assessment Program. Now, through this word road assessment, you would be knowing that what I actually want to tell through this, news, right? So basically our highways are not that safe, right? So through this India RAP program, that is road assessment program, the highways will be rated, right, from 1 star to 5 star. 5 star highways will be the safest highways, and 1 star will be the least highways. Means 1 star will be those highways where there often used to come up the incidents of road accidents. So what we will do is that if we will go through this road, 1 star rating highway, then we'll get caution that okay, in this road many accident happens, so we'll drive slow. All right, so this kind of to create the awareness generation among all the society. So this programming is being initiated, and it is supported by FedEx Express as well as Asian Institute of Transportation Development, which will together work with government agencies as well as investors, research, and various NGOs whosoever are being directly included, these included in these road management programs and all right. Next news is about, guys, it is very important news basically, because China has launched world's first fully electrical cargo ship, guys. So that's why, this is the main crux what you have to remember, that which country has launched this first fully electrical cargo ship. But few of the specification, if you want to read, that they can travel up to 80 kilometer, as well as they can carry out 2000 ton of cargo after 2 hours of charge. They have to give this cargo to a charging facility. And since it is an electrical cargo, then you can very well guess out that this ship will not use fossil fuel, as well as it will lead to zero emission. So these are the common sense basically. We just don't have to mug up these things. All right, so guys, we'll keep the news up till this. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening, guys. And one more thing, I was a bit late because I'm starting a geography optional classes. All right, and that have already started posted in Unacademy. So if you are not following me there, so you can come and follow me there, because I have posted those videos in Unacademy just for the reason being, I just they're the facility is very much good. Unacademy provides a very good facility that you can keep one course at a single place. That's why I'm just uploading this in Unacademy. And I've already uploaded, but by this week I guess it will become online. So, the courses will become online, so you can watch it there if you are at all a geography optional student, or any of your friends whosoever require this, so they can come and follow me there, right? So guys, okay, we'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening, guys. Thank you very much.